going on, guys? So I'm on my last day 6 HD arrow. Okay, I've already done 5. I got 6 that I'm doing, so just wanted to go over real quick how cool these arrows are. They are thick. I should grab one of my Easton Axis so you can see. They're probably about twice as thick as an Easton Axis. So this is what I'm going to run this year. One with a 4-fletch. That's from the factory with a helical, so that's pretty cool. Brian over there at day 6 will answer a lot of your questions. He answered a lot of mine. So they got different options, different setups and everything. So what I went with was the 300 spine, and I'll flip that around. The 300. I was gonna go with the 250, but I'd rather be over spine, but that would have been way over spine. So these weigh almost as much as a Easton Axis. They are, focus, oh boy, 11.2 GPI. So an Easton Axis is 11.5. So basically the setup they got is really cool. I threw away the epoxy packet, but you got a 2-part epoxy. You cut the triangle out, you squirt it all out. I squirted it out on just a piece of drawing paper my daughter's had, and then just used a putty knife to mix it. Mixes it really good. And then what I did is you sand down the 3/4 inch-ish. I went like half or so, the end of the arrow. And then I used some rubbing alcohol. And then I squared it with my G5 ASD device, just so I know everything is perfect. And all seriousness, I'll have to do an actual build when I get another set, but these were squared straight up from the factory. And I had asked Brian about that, and he said that he squares them, and so I just wanted to double check. And both knock and insert end were squared, so he's a man of his word. But that was awesome. And so as far as building them goes, it's pretty easy. So I opted to go with the 50 grain aluminum. They have a 100 grain or 150 grain steel outsert system, and it's pretty cool. So that end is threaded, and then this screws on. You epoxy it all up, and that screws on there, like so. And then you epoxy the tip, epoxy the 3/4 end, and put it all together, get all the air out, and squish it down. And so I figured I'd go over real quick how easy it is to build these. I've done 5. I've been taking my time because this is the first time I've done them. So I start with the outsert. And all I do is take a toothpick because I don't want to get inside the inside of it, and I just load up the toothpick like so and just kind of start wrapping it around. Doesn't have to be perfect because all the excess will come off. My first arrow I did, it was pretty awesome. I had a mess. So good thing there's plenty of epoxy. So I just try to spread it around as even-ish as I can. Something like so. So the end of it's going to look a little like that, right? Just a boogered mess. So he puts a warning on the packet of epoxy. They try to get equal parts injected into the packet, but obviously, I mean, I'm a union construction worker by trade, and anything within ish is perfect. So they give you that little warning, which is cool. It actually looked pretty good when it came out, so I wasn't scared. So then what you do, so you got that little goober down. I got where my fingers are. I don't have epoxy just yet, and all you do clockwise, obviously, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? We're in America. So, and just start going on, and you see it's pushing it out already. But what you're doing before it even catches the thread is you're spinning it around clockwise, and you're getting an even amount of epoxy spread around there. So, and right now I'm threading it on, and the threads are really tight threads, so it takes a while. But there you go. Won't spin no more. Just take a pair of pliers, grab the end of the insert outsert, and just kind of torque her down. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. And then I've been taking the excess off the outsert because it's almost enough to do this bottom part here, like so. Just a little bit more. Kind of shove it up in there too. Like I said, most of this comes out when you're pushing it on there, so that's what it looks like. Just like that, right? That's all you're gonna see until it falls over. Then you got your arrow shaft, sanded it, everything is good. Just get a little dollop there on the end. Make sure you take the nocks out. Pro tip. It's pretty hard when you're trying to push it in, get all the air out. And it pushes back. There's not a lot of give to it. I mean, the components themselves are really tight. I mean, he's got some tight tolerances. I mean, there's no slop. Even when you dry fit them, no slop. So there's the tip of your arrow, and then all you do is same motion. Just go ahead and push that in. Once your footer hits, just start spinning it clockwise, and you'll see it's pushing that out, right? And see how it bounces back. Let's see if I can get that without knocking stuff over. So you push down and then it kind of bounces back. There's a lot of pressure in there, so yeah, see, and that's okay. So you just keep pushing, clockwise motion, getting all the excess out, all that buildup. Keep it going. See, and then eventually you got all the air out, all the excess out, and it'll stay. So I'll clean this end up real quick. Toothpicks were my lifesaver on this. See, look at that. I think I got enough in there. So. The clockwise motion is obviously because the insert and outsert are screwed together. And now we have company. And then you just take a napkin and clean her up. Like so.
Step by step to your sign.
Oh yeah, step by step.
Sorry.
Here's the main squeeze, the manager. And that's all you do, just like a soap. Clean up all the excess. I always just give her a little shove and make sure. Oh, you can come in. I'm sure they all want to say hi. Give her a little spin. And all you're checking for is wobbles. I've had one that I've had to turn. They tell you to spin it, because if you see wobbles, you can take it and spin it clockwise about a quarter inch or so, just however much you want, until it starts spinning true. So there's that end. That's pretty good. Here's the knock in. Spinning pretty good. So, of course, I got it in the epoxy. Need a bigger workstation. But yeah, looks good. Maybe I'll give her just another twist. Let me just see. Oh, you're gonna debut yourself? No? This is going on the ground. Maybe. It's 8 minutes. Yikes. It takes me 8 minutes an arrow? Oh boy. I like it. This may have been the worst one yet. But that's why he tells you to spin test it, because you can get that wobble out. Yep, that's perfect. And that is all there is to it. Just give her a little press down. And I've been storing these 24-hour cure time. That's your finished product. 24-hour cure time. I've been storing them like that while they cure, so the weight of the arrow will push down so they can't come back up, if that makes sense. So, but that's about it. Other than that, we'll have to see how these things fly. So hope you liked it. Good company. Like I said, I asked him if everything was squared up, if there was a helical. You know, he and he got back to me quick. I mean, within an hour. So it worked out really good. And yeah, so check them out, day6gear.com. They've got 400, 350, 300, and 250, I think. So I'm going to get the wife a set here probably after the season and see if she likes them. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I'll update you when I shoot them and see how they fly. I had a problem. I think my bow, I got it kind of souped up a little bit, so my Easton Accesses looked like a flying turkey going down range. So I think I'm a little underspined. So we'll see how these guys handle. All right, take care.